Food cost increases and supply chain delays may have caused you to rethink your holiday recipes, but those most affected by food issues are those who can afford it the least. Kennedy Sepulvedo has more on how Oklahoma food nonprofits are handling this issue. Kennedy?
Jason, the supply chain issues are causing food bank distribution centers to leap hurdles to provide necessary items to the 1 in 6 Oklahomans facing food insecurity. But it hasn't caused nonprofits to be short on food.
There's a shortage of materials and access. There's a shortage of semi-truck drivers. There's a shortage of warehouse workers, and all those things coupled together have this ripple effect.
Which leaves nonprofits like Regional Food Bank of Oklahoma and Community Food Bank of Eastern Oklahoma dealing with obstacles while still trying to feed Oklahomans in need.
So with the need for food in Oklahoma rising, it had been on the decline for years, but once the pandemic hit, changed everything.
Nearly 600,000 Oklahomans do not have access to quality food that allows them to live an active and healthy life. And that number tends to tick up during the holiday season.
We always see an uptick in the fall and in the winter months. It's maybe the stretched dollar to be able to provide for your children for a few gifts. It could be seasonal work. It could be a number of things, but we always see an increase for need around this time of year.
Nobody wants to see their neighbors going hungry during the holidays. So all of our agencies that we work with are trying to increase the amount of food that they provide to the community.
But increasing the amount of food can be difficult when nonprofits are not receiving the usual donations.
And so with that, we're getting a lot less of our large-scale food donations. And Feeding America has a solicitor who is responsible for getting a lot of donations across the country. And they've been doing a great job. But with manufacturing the way it is and margins as tight as they are, we're just getting a lot less of those large-scale donations.
We're actually purchasing about 15% of our inventory compared to typically 10% of our inventory.
This comes at a time when food prices are 25% higher than last year.
Costs are definitely going up, so our ability to buy things, we're buying less with the same amount.
In addition to that, we're paying double, if not triple, for freight. So it's kind of a double whammy.
As distribution centers take the brunt of the cost issues, their community partners have to find creative ways to adjust to the changes.
Because we have such great partnerships, we are working with them constantly to make substitutions, to do what needs to be done so that we are certain to get the food.
St. Luke's United Methodist Church, who operates a Meals on Wheels program and mobile market truck in Oklahoma County, has to change its menus for meal deliveries.
We've been very fortunate in that respect that we haven't had to say, okay, we can't serve meals today because we don't have food. It's more of just changing our plans and being real flexible to be able to support the needs that we still have.
Although the group prepared for anticipated delays, material shortage has shaken up parts of the program.
We serve these family meals in a foil container with a lid so that it's very easy to transport, and we've had a lot of difficulty getting those as of late. We buy a lot of them, and we were told here recently that they were totally unavailable. We've had to kind of change how we're doing those family meals. Instead of preparing it completely and being able to give it to our clients who come often by foot to pick these up, we're now doing some shelf-stable goods, some things that maybe they'll prepare themselves for their family until we can get that supply back going. And we think that it won't be very long, and so we can begin doing those family meals.
The nonprofit is determined to not let delays and shortages affect families and individuals signed up for Meals on Wheels or the mobile market truck.
The clients that we add to our list, they continue to get meals. We don't want them to think that they are and then to have to change or to have to step back and say you now are going to be taken off of the program. That's not the way we operate.
Flexibility and determination is the key for these nonprofits to continue feeding Oklahomans.
It's been a challenge, but we're working really hard to make sure there's plenty of access to food for people in the community who need it.
We have a great procurement team that they spend their days keeping up with our inventory and finding ways to, if we're not able to access this, then we're going to access this other item, and maintaining our inventory options and variety for our partners.
If you need help with food assistance anywhere in Oklahoma, call 211 to be connected to services in your area.